guys, welcome to Caramel Kitten's site. So I'm starting a new game. This game is one that I played as a child. It was one of my favorites computer games. I played it like 2 or 3 times as a kid.
That's fair.
I can't say as a kid. I was like middle school, but I still really love it. Oh no!
I'm glad that I had finally gotten the bug to fucking do shit today.
There we go.
Agent Second Class Shadow Hawkins reporting, Chief. I'm in. No sign of intruder. Search plan Delta Delta 2. Jules, how did you...
I took the elevator.
Stay sharp, you two.
She's planning something big this time. I can feel it.
Carmen San Diego? Big deal. I'll catch that Acme trader and be home in time for dinner.
Don't underestimate her, Hawkins.
I'll say she was the best partner I ever worked with.
Huh?
What was that?
10 o'clock! Red hat! Look out!
Why, Jules Argent. How nice to see you again.
Carmen, it's not too late to turn yourself in. You were the best agent we ever had.
Jules, I never thought I'd see my old partner resort to flattery.
You two were partners?
I know you, and you're no simple criminal. Why are you doing this?
Oh, you're right there, Jules. There's nothing simple about me at all.
Gotcha!
Catch me if you can, Acme agents.
Okay, Agent. Be sure to type in your name or select it from the list. Then click on the start button to get going.
The spreadsheets, because I did send them to you. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I don't know if it would. Let me see if it would work with Google Sheets.
Go.
Because I don't know if it would immediately directly translate.
She's getting away! Oh, Chief, I almost had her. Send for backup. She's getting away!
She got away. Now let's see. What was the name of that manuscript she stole?
Something about Marco Polo's travels. What would she want with a book?
Not just any book, Agent. Legend has it that book contains secrets to great power.
Aha! She's after power. I knew it.
If I know Carmen, there's more to it than that. Hey, what's that?
Looks like she left a clue. Rio de Janeiro. What do you think?
Big place. It's not much of a lead, but it's all we have.
Book your flights, Detective. The world is counting on you. You've got to get that book back. There's no time to lose. We must stop Carmen San Diego.
All right, let's do it. I always carry the latest technology in my Acme Field Op Tech Vest. It has all the tools we need to get around the world in high-tech style.
I'll keep track of the missions we're on in the journal here in my bag. I like to travel light. But I will carry the Chief Comm here on my shoulder. We can use it to get help from the Chief whenever we're stuck.
Check. Okay, let's go.
Rio de Janeiro. It's been so long since I was last here.
So this is Brazil. You know, I aced the final test on Brazil in the academy. Did you know most Brazilians speak Portuguese?
Actually, more people speak Portuguese here than in the country of Portugal itself.
No kidding. Well, okay, let's get started. Initiating mission procedure Delta 4. Step 1. Commence investigation by finding clues.
Just a minute. I know the owner of that bookstore over there. Carmen stole a book on the travels of Marco Polo, so maybe we should talk to him.
Okay, there we go.
Yes, this is the bookstore. Let's check out these books, too. We may learn something interesting.
Brazil's history is fascinating. There are some pretty cool historic places to visit, don't you think, Jules?
Prospect. I'm not gonna read this, actually.
There are a variety of landscapes in Brazil. I've always been fascinated by the Amazon rainforest. Maybe someday I'll get to see it.
Share, populate.
Brazil sure has some pretty spectacular wildlife.
That's right. Carmen's a pretty infamous character all over the world.
No kidding. But I like her hat better than that other guy's.
Good day. It's been a long time since I last saw you. The lady in red is not with you?
We, don't work together anymore. Long story. Not to change the subject, but we're looking for a rare book. The Travels of Marco Polo, Franco-Italian edition.
Ah, Marco Polo, the famous Venetian traveler. The tales of his travels to the Orient had a great influence on European thought. Early editions are quite rare. I have never seen one myself.
Well, have you seen anyone out of the ordinary lately?
Come to think of it, a suspicious character was here. He spoke Portuguese fluently, but I could tell he wasn't from Brazil. He exchanged a book on Portuguese forts for one on Shinto shrines.
I knew it! Portuguese forts, huh? We've got to scan that book he left with you. Give me the clue analyzer, Jules.
Clue analyzer? You mean one of those electronic toys you're so fond of, Hawkins? Why would I have it?
Oh, that's right. They were fixing it for me. The chief told me Henderson would be testing it. I think he's somewhere outside Havana in a sugarcane field. My database can help us figure out how to get there.
Havana? Okay, I'll note that in the journal here in my bag.
Good idea. We can just type in what we need to find in the search area of the database.
Oh my god.
Iguazu Falls. How would you like to swan dive off of that?
There was something very suspicious over at that house. You know, the one that's painted in the colors of the Brazilian flag.
All right, we can use the database to help us figure out where to go.
She's here, watching us.
Carmen Sandiego? Well, if she's around, she better watch out.
Hello, Julia. What a pleasant surprise knowing that you've been assigned to this case. Still trying to prove yourself? And who's your friend? I think I'll have some fun showing him that catching me can be quite the challenge. See you around when you least expect it. See yes.
Well,
Sorry, I was reading that. Okay.
Olá.
Oh, nope.
All right, now we're on to something. We've definitely intercepted one of Carmen Sandiego's messages.
Shinto Shrine. Your database should point us in the right direction.
Well, since you requested access, I can quickly go to my email.
I remember statistics that say samba dancing is quite popular here. Yeah, I think I'd be pretty good at it.
We have.
Yes, click here. Do I just click on the share? There you go. Share the
Oh,
slide. Okay.
I forgot
So you
already.
should now have access
Shinto
to it.
shrines.
And I'm glad that my calculations were
Havana,
simple enough
isn't that
to be
Cuba?
I may need to brush up on my Spanish.
Sounds like a good idea. Maybe I can help. Or you could use that handy-dandy translator you carry. Are you sure you know where we are? All I can see are acres of sugarcane.
According to the database, sugar is Cuba's chief export.
Was the original calculations made, and also not
Sergeant Hawkins, I got the call from headquarters. Here's the device.
And on
Now
that
grab it and
default
go. We may be being watched.
if
Me?
you were to enter
I'm
the
headed
correct
for the
one,
ocean.
as of
Cuban
right now,
seashores
if
are
I have it
incredible.
paying you, it would be more accurate of what
Okay,
the
hasta luego. See you later.
accurate
And watch out for Carmen Sandiego.
Thanks.
Ah, there it is. The Watson 22 1B Clue Analyzer. It's the best analyzer Acme ever produced.
Okay, Sherlock. Now you've got your Watson. Can we continue with this mission? We've got to find Carmen and get that valuable book back.
Wow! I had no idea Brazil was so big.
Fifth biggest country in area in the world, with 175 million people.
Rio de Janeiro.
I think you need to work a little on your rhythm, Hawkins. But how about later? Much later. Let's focus on finding clues right now.
Psst, quick. I've got the book the guy gave me. Go ahead, take it. Me? I'm closing up.
He seems scared. I wonder why. Anyway, I'm all set to scan it. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
And also slots for if I repaid any additionally borrowed amounts.
Look, a bookmark with some sort of strange design. And the fingerprints on it belong to a vial agent. That device actually found something. Amazing.
Of course! That scrap of paper must be a clue. I'll just enter it in my state-of-the-art Acme digital clue storage device. That's my DCSD for short.
Maybe Carmen gave the Marco Polo book to one of her vial agents to hide. We've got to check everywhere for clues.
If we get really stuck, we can always call the chief for help. Did you know that Japan has 126 million people in a space roughly the size of California?
Did you know that 99% of people surveyed already knew that interesting fact? Why would Carmen steal a rare Marco Polo book? Travel? Orient? Danger? What is she trying to tell us?
What do you mean? It's rare, probably worth a lot. She's a thief, so she stole it. Plain and simple.
Look, Hawkins, Carmen Sandiego is no common thief. She's got to have a reason for stealing that book, and it's up to us to figure it out. We need to search everywhere for clues.
Oh, but I don't have my HX3 Pocket Japanese translator with me.
I thought that you were always prepared, Hawkins. Hopefully we won't need it, since English is taught in many Japanese schools.
And if they are receiving a minimum wage, how much they should be earning
Nope, not here yet.
per month, as well as net
Japan is one of the world's leading exporters of automobiles.
Because this cable accounts for 2 whole people, I just simply multiplied those amounts by 2.
Excuse me, we're looking for someone who we think may be waiting around here. Have you seen anyone that seems out of place?
Ah, yes, a lady. She had something for 2 people who match your description. I was to give it to you after you sit and play a game.
Okay, why not?
My Hanafuda flower cards, do you like them? They have a long history. In Japan, we value nature and its beauty is portrayed in our games. Go on, try and match all the pairs.
Yeah, no, that was kind of the same sentiment when I was at the bank and like, oh yeah, no, I am not like as I said, it's going to be at like that whole stuff is at minimum at very bare minimum a 6-month endeavor because I want because they literally outright told me that they would
Subarashi, wonderful. Thank you for playing. And now, here is what that mysterious lady left for you.
Well, hello again, Jules. So I understand you and your new rookie agent have been assigned to the case. This should be fun. I love a challenge. So I was a little disappointed at how easy it was to distract you. I was watching you play your little game, but you were too busy to notice. Maybe you've lost your edge, Jules. Bye for now, agents. Catch me if you can.
I don't believe it. Do you think she's really watching us, Jules?
You know, I thought I saw someone by that origami display on that tree over there. We should check it out.
And then I put the 2 together because and then this in the very bottom box
You were right, Jules. Carmen Sandiego was here. It looks like she left this for a Vile agent. Katanas, huh? I wonder if the database has any info on these. I'll keep the note in my digital clue storage device. We need to search this area. Can you help, Chief?
An RX-23 is the Vile code name for a message playback device. Vile agents use them for leaving audio messages for each other. They look like a small, round speaker, and they're sometimes hard to spot. Look around carefully. This is important. We must keep on Carmen Sandiego's trail. Chief out.
However, if I were to say that expenses have been paid.
Japan is one of the world's leading Kabuki is a traditional form of Japanese drama. It's really exciting to watch. Have you ever seen it?
Can't say that I have. I guess that I'm not quite as experienced as you, Jules. Although I'll admit, that guy there looks pretty interesting.
I love Japanese food, and miso soup is so good for you.
Wait, aren't hamburgers good for you? Don't tell me you don't like hamburgers, Jules.
So that means that realistically, over the past 4 months, we should have been able to pay, honestly, $312.75.
There it is.
Attention, Vile Agent X86. The second half of the solution is near the fort in Mombasa. Look for a way to travel to the capital. Remain in contact. Vile Security Code 225. Red Lady 1 out.
Mombasa. I'll make a note of that in my journal, Hawkins. Your database can help us figure out which country to travel to.
Right. I'll keep this audio device in my digital clue storage device. No sense letting that Vile agent get a hold of it.
Mombasa.
The default
I
page
think that's gonna be...
Check this out. It says here that Kenya has a population of 27 million people, 2 million of which reside in the capital, Nairobi. What are you reading?
Isak Dinnison's Out of Africa. A great adventure, and no long list of facts. Mombasa. Palm trees, ocean breezes, and excellent Kenyan coffee. But we can't get too relaxed. Carmen might be...
Anywhere. You're right. Let's get going. The database says that most Kenyans speak both Swahili and English.
Well, that'll be helpful. Let's check around the town. And I'd also like to figure out what that castle place is. Over there behind the town.
And so, a more accurate total on...
You can take the train from here in Mombasa to Nairobi, the capital of Kenya. Carmen and I took the trip once on a trail of a mysterious man who was poaching endangered species. I'll tell you about it sometime, Hawkins.
This must be the clue intended for that Vile agent. Too bad, Carmen Sandiego. We got here first.
But what does she mean by the 3 rings? This case is getting complicated. We should remember to check my journal often so we can keep track of things.
Weirdly empty, and that is predominantly because of the fact that
It doesn't matter how hot it is.
My banking history, for some odd reason,
We have a special today.
my bank
Tours
showed
of the
that on
wonderful
that particular
Portuguese
day,
Fort
I
Jesus.
only
But I must
put in
eat fast
my
and
account
cannot
like
leave my
$5.
store unattended. Would you be so kind as to get me
And
some
that
ugali?
makes absolutely
Oh, by the
no
way,
sense
someone
because
left this on the
if
bus.
inclu-
I have
if-
no
if
use
I
for
were
it.
to include
Do
the
you
fact
want it?
that there
Well,
was
there's some interesting stuff here. I wonder why the page was ripped out. Well, I don't think we need it. But I'll go ahead and make a note of it in my journal.
Why bother? We're chasing Carmen Sandiego, not some legend of a lost treasure. Let's go find some ugali. Maybe the database can help us figure out what ugali is.
See if I can find that particular week's pay stub.
Look, they have ugali here. What is it anyway?
It's a thick porridge made from corn flour. Lots of Kenyans eat it. Let's get some for the tour guide.
Like someone somewhere along the line forgot a couple of zeros.
I am still very hungry for some ugali.
You bet I'm capitalizing on that.
Okay, many thanks for the food. Now, off we go to Fort Jesus.
Because like I
This
could see
design on the
being-
door
like,
is known as the puzzle
regardless
of the
who
3 rings.
forgot a
The
couple of
3
zeros,
rings.
a couple of zeros,
Carmen mentioned that on the clue we found at the station. We could be getting really close to finding out what she did with that Marco Polo book. Looks like we need to move the tiles around to complete the picture. The clues we found can help us figure out which tile goes where.
Okay,
However,
let's
if I
see.
do find a paycheck for $5, I'll be fucking flabbergasted. Because it makes absolutely no sense for my first paycheck here on July
This
22nd
needs to be down here, so
$614, and the second one immediately to be fucking $5.
nope.
Four-bedroom, three-bathroom. Its current listing as is 200,000. The only reason I'll be seeking 300,000 is so that way I can fully re-renovate the basement as well as invest in solar for the entire building.
Haha, got the bottom done.
Yes, because in all honesty, like, to call the basement of this apartment or of this building finished is a joke and a half. Like, it's like calling my car as a nice bedroom. Like, literally, our bedroom doesn't even have a door. It has a window, it doesn't have a door.
That's on the wrong side anyways.
No, fire code would allow it because then there's not a door to obstruct the way.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
Honestly, that's very fair. I didn't think about that. But yeah, no, like, I would want to genuinely gut the entire basement.
I gotta redo this because the middle's
by
not
up
right.
to 2 feet, and then reutilize the space that's available a bit more adequately, so that way there's no, like, so that way nothing's being used
Okay,
wrongly.
now that's
and
right,
just
but that's wrong. And I still need to get...
things are used more optimally.
So I'm gonna have to do the bottom last.
And then on top of that, again, I would love to hook the entire building up with solar because that is an investment that every person who owns a home and or wants to become a landlord should do with their fucking properties. Again, Max, it's not a decision that needs to be made in one night. I will say...
Okay, I need to get this down here, this over here. So let's...
It is very difficult, and I get that. And it's just like, as far as like the main thing that I want to emphasize with the unit that we are living in, or that Cara and I are living in, are the main things I want to emphasize are it is an absurdly cheap unit.
There we go.
For its location. Not only its location, but its size. It is literally
We did it!
the center of
Carmen Sandiego's master plan has been thwarted. Are we good or what?
Good enough to find a rare book, maybe. But we didn't get Carmen, yet. If I know her, she's watching our every move. Let's call the chief.
Congratulations, agents, on recovering the book. Excellent work, and
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no.
So sorry to interrupt your congratulations, Chief, but I couldn't resist. Well, Jules, as a matter of fact, I am watching your every move. Not that there's that much to see, really. Enjoy patting yourself on the back for now. You may have got the book, but you haven't got me. And, Hawkins, is it? You don't know the first thing about my master plan. See ya around.
Carmen Sandiego. That woman has given me more headaches than... Now, where was I? Oh, yes. You did a great job, but we've just received word of another theft, and it's got that Carmen Sandiego written all over it. Wellington, New Zealand. A rare wood carving has been stolen from a museum. A ticket to the Bolshoi Ballet was found at the scene of the crime. So pack your bags. You're off to Russia to follow that lead. I'll get that book back to its rightful owner.
Roger that, Chief. I just finished sketching it in my journal. There's quite an interesting design on the cover.
No time for art lessons, Jules. We've got work to do.
And I think I'm going to end it there because I got a mission complete and I don't know how long the next mission's going to take me. Hopefully not an hour, but like...
Woohoo! First successful mission! We rock!
Yeah, you did okay for a rookie. But I'm still wondering why Carmen stole that book.
It was valuable. What other reason did she need?
Carmen's not like that. Something bigger is going on, and my hunch is that we're going to end up right in the middle of it. We need to check my journal often so we can keep track of the big picture.
So this is the famous Red Square I've read so much about.
Actually, the name Red Square comes from the old Russian word krasnaya, which means beautiful. But since krasnaya can also mean red, it came to be called Red Square.
Well, aren't you the scholar? Anyway, we're in Moscow, home of the Bolshoi Ballet. Maybe Carmen Sandiego has stashed that carving somewhere around here. Shouldn't be too hard to find, with me on the case.
The only risk that you have is if I'm somehow misinterpreting the process and, like, somehow magically, like, I don't get the money back. And like, I don't think that that's how that would happen. I feel that if we had the money and and the application got rejected, I feel like we would still have the money, and thus I could just simply return it to you.
Yes. There we go. Sorry, it took me a moment to figure out how to exit. I think there we go. See you all later.